Case Cardiologist, and today I'd like to show you a few tips about the Instant Pot electric pressure cooker. Okay, here is my electric Instant Pot. I'm going to give you all just a little lesson because everybody's afraid of this thing that's going to be like their grandmother's Instant Pot that's just going to blow up and go through the ceiling. This is actually an Instant Pot brand. It's the one that I've been using the most. It has an inside container and it has a mark inside that you shouldn't fill past that. If you do, then it actually can get up in there and kind of decrease the ability of it to come to pressure. So what I typically do is put my vegetables in the bottom, or my beans or rice, and I usually cover things with water about 1 inch. And then this lid, it has a pressure valve on it, and when the pressure valve is closed, then it will seal down and lock, and when you plug it in, it will come up to pressure. You can release the pressure by turning it either direction and release the pressure automatically, or you can just unplug it and the pressure will come down slowly on its own. Or when it's finished, after the certain of time that you use to cook your soups or anything, it'll actually go to a low. So nothing will burn and nothing will dry up. It'll just sit there on a low warm zone. So once you put your vegetables in, you lock it down. You can actually hear that. And you'll see it's actually off right now. And you can, it can be as simple as if you're doing white rice, just push the white rice and it'll bring it up to pressure, cook it, and then release. The other thing that I'll do oftentimes is I'll do a manual, and most of these come with a book that tells you how long, but for instance, if you're going to put in little boiled potatoes and cover them from water, usually 5 minutes will cook them, so you just can set manual. There's a manual button, and with the plus and minus you can put it down to 5, and then you're ready to go. You can also, if it's beans, especially beans that I've soaked and they're coming from scratch, I'll put them to 35 or 40 minutes, so I use the manual button there. You can use it as a slow cooker, but I really don't know why, because why cook slow when you can cook fast? So I'll put all my soups in, and soups take about 30 minutes. Sometimes they take about 20, so you can actually set them for 20 and see. There's also a saute feature right here. So if I want to start my vegetables, people talk, do I need to use vegetable broth? And absolutely not. If you start with onions and carrots and celery and put those in with a little water, or your garlic and onions and a little bit of water in the bottom of this, you can set to the saute and it will actually start sauteing your vegetables. Then you can add other things and you can go ahead and put it on and put it under pressure. So don't be afraid of it. Again, it locks down and it's very simple to use. It'll make your life very, very easy. I use it to make all my rices, all my beans from scratch, and all my soups. So I hope this is helpful, and enjoy. So if we look at the Instant Pot a little closer, we can see that you can press soup for soup. Usually takes about 30 minutes. I find a lot of soups that don't require cooking the beans, you can probably get away with 20 minutes. The other function that I really like on here is I'll use saute, like we talked before, so that you can start your onions and celery and garlic out and get everything warm. You can also speed up the process with the Instant Pot. If you put water in there and put it on saute, and then the water will heat up and your soups will actually come to pressure quicker and decrease your cook time. I also love the rice function. Again, white rice is about 8 minutes. Brown rice tends to be around 20 minutes. And then you can do other multi-grains with just pushing this button. The other great thing that is good about this is that when things are done, they just go to a low warm and nothing gets burned, as we talked about again before. The other way we can also do is manual and just adjust plus or minus to set things like we want. And that's really only the I'm sorry, that's really only the buttons that I use for the most part to do my rice, my beans, and sauces. I hope you find this helpful.